All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Baltimore Ravens and the New England Patriots. The winner of this one will represent the AFC in Super Bowl 54. And away we go on EA Sports.
Kickoff return for a touchdown.
Here we go, 46, 46.
Tight, double tight. You got three down. Watch twist.
26.
Now a play fake here on first down. This will be caught by Brown. And right away, he lost the football. And the Ravens have got it.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey.
Watch you now, Barney.
Check.
The first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was because he allows the block to set up in front of him. If that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Double tight. Hey, we got 4.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Detroit!
3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
No. Check, Patriot! Detroit!
This time, Jackson will throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Here we go, 46.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, 46.
36.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And that's off the mark, incomplete. He was looking for Gronk that time, and that'll bring up second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
26.
Well, right here, this is James White. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
On any running play this call, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17.
Let's go. Let's finish now. Here we go. Get set. Let's go. Get out. Get out. Here we go. 46. 46. Under. 46.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Check three. Check your hot read.
Gun. Here we go. 46. 47.
Coming to you.
Move. 26.
They'll run him now out of the ground. They'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here we go. Get set. Let's go. Get out.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to it.
And they're going to take it from deep in their own territory. A beautiful spin and room to run. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
It's coming now. Here we go. Kill.
Kill.
Here we go. 46. 46. Here we go. 46. 46.
Prescott on 1st down. He'll check this one down to Michel. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be a 2nd down. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out.
Watch tight. Tight end right.
Here we go. 46. Here we go. 46.
We got three, fellas.
Move. Under.
Motion.
26.
They'll run now out of the gun. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go. Kill.
Check.
Running right through it. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
3 down. 3 down.
Hey, switch.
Tight ends on the Ringo.
Hey, we go, count.
3 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Here you go.
Now the first carry for their fullback. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A good solid gain there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Guys, double tight. 3 down, 3 down.
Here we go, going to 54. Wide in. Here you go. 26.
Here's one. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here we go, get inside. Let's go, get out. Here we go, 47. 46.
On 3rd down. That's White. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. Well, they started that drive all the way back at the 1, able to march down, get 3.
It was daunting to begin with, wasn't it? But I thought overall, a very poised and efficient drive to get 3 points.
The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? So 1:55 to go in the first half. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. Going to run inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Detroit!
4 down!
Now first carry for Giovanni Bernard.
Under 10.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Double tight. 4 down, check, 4 down.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Hey, check 24, watch 24.
Detroit. Gun. All right, now, Lucky 56. All right, now, Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down.
No. Check. Patriot.
Mike's 54.
Now this time he'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Even. 4 down. Even.
Here's Bernard. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
No gain on the play.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Double tight.
No. Check. Patriot.
They get it to him running left. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on 3rd and goal?
51's the Mike.
On the toss, Bernard. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Giovanni Bernard as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens are in for 6. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
26.
Prescott looks to throw on first. He sets to fire deep and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Mike 52.
Hey, 47. Here we go, 46. Switch is 8. 46.
Final play of the half, Prescott. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about,
here we go.
Change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Shrugs him off. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Leopard! Leopard!
Now Jackson on second down. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing is Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On second down, here's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
Blitz, blitz.
The big boys came out to play. Not up in here, brother. Don't be mad. Don't be mad. It's more coming. It's more where I came from.
All right, now, look at 56.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Mixon with first down carry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. And they want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time. But the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
No. Check. Patriot.
One thing I know, defensive coaches love it when they don't have to invite their players to the party. This strong safety, you never have to ask him twice to help him run support. He's going to arrive and in a bad mood.
Caught here by Griffin. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That throw good for only a couple and brings up third down.
And partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The Ravens on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He can run for it, and he will. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. 4th down. Here's Jackson.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case. That play got bottled up.
They'll give it to him up the middle. Flashed a nifty move, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. For the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work.
I remember being taught that cliches have become so for a reason. A lot of times they're true, right? What's that they used to tell us about letting sleeping dogs lie? Well, this one wasn't sleeping. Maybe it was just slumbering a little bit. But taking that gamble there, you've got the lead. You may have ignited them now that they stopped you.
That's exactly right. If you take the points here, you don't shift momentum necessarily on that play. You probably just did. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Gun. Here we go. 180. Gun, gun, gun. Gun, gun, gun. Here we go.
Out of his end zone, Prescott. A battle for it here, and this will be caught. 23 yards on the play.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here we go, going to 54, wide in.
He's mine.
It's coming now.
Single, single. No, check that. We're going to Mike 52 right here. Mike 52.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. And a dump off to White. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yards than you expect out of each play.
Now Prescott goes underneath here to White. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll make this a 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here we go, 46. Wait, they think. Here we go, going to 54, going to 54.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
It's coming now. Switch, and hey.
Here we go.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. Gun. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Here we go, get out, get out.
4 down, 4 down. Alert.
26.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script. From fourth down to first. Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. Now out of the gun. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Strong left.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, 46.
Got 3.
Gun. Here we go, 46, 46.
They keep it on the ground. White again. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
26.
Fullback on the dive. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And it all rides on this one play, a trip to the Super Bowl in the balance here on fourth down.
Here you go.
Watch the slant.
Gun.
Slant. Motion.
Here we go, 46. Gun. Switch is A.
Back to throw. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Prescott now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10.
26.
They'll run now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
26.
Back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They slot Gronkowski outright.
47.
This is White. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
26.
They'll look to throw. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal.
We got 3.
26.
They'll roll this out of the gun. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down.
Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go, 46.
52 is the mic right here, over there, right?
Gun. Here we go, get inside, let's go, get out, get out.
Stay.
26.
One last shot now for Prescott. And he's got it. Unbelievable. It's over. They win it, and they get into the Super Bowl.
Brandon, you know I love boxing, right? You know I love big fights, right? I've given them the standing 8 count a few times along the way. And look at how this one ended.
Yeah, they had, well, I guess 9 lives, just like a cat, kept fighting, and they're in the end making the huge play to get the game winner.
I guess that's the epitome of you always have a puncher's chance.
Gostkowski, the extra point. They said beginning of the year, they set a lofty goal, Charles, of getting to the Super Bowl. They fell 1 step short of that.
Oh, and that's going to hurt for a long time. That's going to be a big one for the offseason. Their goal now has to be not to wallow in it, but to use it as fuel for next year. Better offseason conditioning, great OTAs and minicamp. You know as well as I do, they'll have T-shirts in their lockers that say, unfinished business. They want to get back there and next time win it.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.